Welcome to an unboxing of Praga Caput Regni. I bought this game from Facebook new for a really good price. Get into it. Here it says UK English rulebook inside. So you can see here we've got 3 languages. Heart of the Empire, Charles IV has been crowned King of Bohemia and ruler of the Holy Roman Empire. From his castle in Prague, he oversees construction of new fortifications, a bridge across the Lava River, a university, and the new town. Praga is the heart of Europe. Game overview. Players take the role of wealthy citizens organising various building projects in medieval Prague. By expanding their wealth and joining in the construction, they gain favour with the king. Players choose from 6 actions, which are always available. Clever players will discover synergies between carefully timed actions and the rewards from constructing the specific projects. At the end of the game, the winner is a player who most impressed King Charles. I've heard so much good stuff about this game, especially from a solo perspective, that I cannot wait to get into this. Right, what have we got here? Got the lovely player cubes. Lots of plastic bags. Got little construction black discs. More plastic bags. Got the scoring. The little markers. Got some reference sheets. 2 reference sheets. This plays up to 4 players. Lovely rule book. That's gorgeous. Can't wait to get into that. And there's a good solo variant here. And it's got a lovely history page telling you all about Prague and what's in the different landmarks. Next, we've got some assembly sheets. How to set up some of the 3D components, which you don't have to do, this is optional. And this is how to set up the player boards. Then we've got lots of lovely things to punch out. The different player colours. Things for the bridge. Lots of tiles. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this game. It's amazing. The quality is quite decent. Wow, these are the player boards. So they're dual layer, so once you punch them out, as you can see, they come out quite easily. You can fold them over and that creates the player board, which is very nice and sturdy. Oh, that looks lovely. Really looking forward to getting into this one. And we've got the player board, the game board, which is very, very big. It folds out a lot. Not sure whether it can fit on my table. I'm going to see in a moment. I'm just going to open up the game board to show you that on the back, it's got a lovely illustration as well. This is absolutely huge, but absolutely beautiful. I can see what the hype is all about now. Been hearing so much good stuff about this. Wow, yes, just about fits on my small 1 meter circular table. To zoom out in a moment to show you, but that is absolutely gorgeous. Very happy with this game. Praga Caput Regni, apparently that means head of the kingdom. And if I shift the board down, you'll be able to see at the top, these are the alternative 2D spaces that you can use instead of using the 3D structure if you want, or you put your 3D structure on top of there. Right, now to punch out some cardboard. See what we've got. I'm really looking forward to learning this game because I've not actually played it before. I've read the rules and I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube, but I'm yet to actually play it, but it looks fantastic. What I like about this game is there's a bit of realism, like around the city of Prague, and I always love learning new things. Now with this player board, you have to punch out all these squares, so this is quite a lot of punching to do. I think we're going to be putting little dials in here, and these are the places for the player cubes to go into. There's really a lot of punching to do with this game, so I won't film all of it, but yep, there's many little cubes and circles to punch out. Glad I'll only be doing this once. Lots of little dials to pop through. Really excited for this. Right, so just to save you a bit of counting, they've provided 12 plastic bags plus these two. So I'm just going to figure out how these work in connection to the components. Right, just to save you a bit of pain when you're doing these player boards, so match the colours, yellow to blue and the colour to the player board, but also once you put this through the bottom, then put the wheel on top. And then lastly, put this thing on top. Don't try and do like this and push it on. Put this on first, then do that. And that's the easiest way to attach it on because you'll need to do it quite firmly. So here's my attempt at building the bridge. I'll need A1, A2 and A3 pieces, and I can use glue for that, which I'll do later. I'll also need A4 and A5 pieces, and I don't need to glue those down. So that's how it looks when it's finished, and this picture here shows you how everything will fit in the box after you've made all these 3D components. So I'll just punch out the things off camera and then come back. So you can see here I've got my A1 pieces, my A2 pieces and my A3 pieces. And on the back of each of these, they actually have the labels of where different things go, which is actually very helpful. So you can see the A2 pieces go at the end of the long A1 pieces. Just fix that together. I guess that the label should be on the inside of whatever you're building. And as I say, I'll do the glue later after I've just figured out where things go. Right. So then here come the A3 pieces. Now these don't have any labels. But it seems quite easy to slot in. The last piece here. So that's that done. Now I need to find the A4 and A5 pieces. So I've got my A4, A5 pieces here, and I'll just match it up according to the rule book. That just sits on top of there. The glue would actually be quite helpful, just to keep everything in place actually. Yeah, I have to use the glue. Oh, more on the back. Took a bit of fiddling, but now it's quite snug in there. So happy with that. So the next part looks like I'm building the cathedral here. And this is sort of optional, but I think I'll build it anyway because I think I'm going to enjoy this game. Might as well get into it. They have a BL and a BR piece. Guess that stands for left and right. And they have lots of little things to punch out as well. Punch out all these little windows. So I'll do that off camera and then come back. And it's got all these labels as well for where all the different parts go. So just be careful as you're doing it that you keep track of which part you've got where. So I've started putting together the cathedral, parts BL, BR and B9 together with B3, which is these underparts. And you can see it's labelled. So I've actually deliberately done it the wrong way here, BL and BR, because I want the shiny side on the outside. Don't know if that will affect anything later, but let's see. And then this is labelled. This is all nicely labelled here. So I believe this was the BR part with all these labels. So now we're ready to put the extra parts on top. B6, B7 and B8. So this is all nicely labelled on the back. And then this looks a little bit fiddly, so I might do that off camera, just trying to slot bits in here and there. Right, so I've managed to put that all together, including this last B5 part here. And it actually wasn't too difficult to do. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. Just realised the cathedral was missing parts B1, B2 and B4. So just got them here now to finish doing that. Just easily slots in into the structure. So there we have it, finally finished. Right, now to try the last part, which is the hunger wall, and this is made up of all these C sections. And here we have the CL and CR parts. Now the CL part has all these labels telling you where everything goes, and the C9 part is for the middle, and it's all nicely labelled. Right, so we need C3 to connect everything together. So let's get that out. Right, so C3 goes in the middle. This is CL. I kind of like the shiny bits on the outside. The labels need to go on the inside. So I'll just stick with what they've done there. I'll put this shiny bit on the outside. Oh. This has got it labelled, and I will follow the labels this time with CL on that side and CL on this side. Then we've got another C3 part to do. I think I'll have the shiny bit facing me. And it fits together quite nicely. I don't think you will really need glue, to be honest, but let's see, might be wrong. Right, once you've done that, then we need C1, C2 and C4. So they're all very helpfully labelled C1, C2 and C4. So this just slots in the front, and the labels tell you where everything goes. C2, this big slot here. And C4. A little bit fiddly. Right, and then the next thing you need is C6, C7 and C8. Again, everything is nicely labelled, so quite easy to tell where everything should go. This looks a bit fiddly, so I might do this off camera. But basically it looks something like that, and then I'll just fix those in properly off camera. And then the last part was C5, which I just slotted in there, and that looks nice. So happy with that. So now I've finished building everything. I'll have a play of the game and then I'll put it back according to these instructions here. You can see it involves taking the tops off and putting them at the side. Thanks very much for watching, everyone.